Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Happy Friday! It's time for Sloppy Seconds. Very exciting episode today with a lovely man named Johnny Sibilly.
Sibley is how you pronounce it. And
That's
you kept pronouncing it wrong the whole time. It was so rude of you. Now, we have a wonderful time. We talked to him about living in New York. We talked to him about being on Pose. We talked to him about being in Hacks. We talked to him about doing a sex scene in The Deuce, directed by
James Franco.
Notorious
Les
straight
Deuce.
person. This is a really fun episode. I'm so excited for you guys to listen. And we have a fun little sex talk at the end. Don't fuck in a
and if
pool.
you're celebrating, what'd you say?
Don't fuck in a pool.
Don't fuck in a pool. That's right. And if you're celebrating this weekend, we wish you a great time. But please remember to not be a crazy, awful, idiot person out in the world. You know, it's a 3-day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend.
For what?
It's Memorial Day on Monday, so everyone is like getting a house in Palm Springs. And
I had no idea. I wish I would have thought about that. All right, well, we'll talk about it after this. Okay, if you see me at Palm Springs, look the other way. Goodbye.
Forever. Dog.
when your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Are you ready for some sloppy seconds? You stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you stupid little fucks, you stupid, dirty little fucks. Everything's going to be opening in June. I'm Big Dipper, and that's Meatball. Welcome back to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball.
You flipped it. And how stupid do you really think everyone is? Well, I guess in your mind,
Based on the comments we get on our Instagram for this podcast, pretty fucking stupid.
do people think we are the Encyclopedia Britannica?
I think that they come to us for news and
science and facts. That's why
and
they're
guess
here.
what? I only come here for conjectures, lies, and libel. So
Libel
they've
and
come to the
slander.
wrong and slander.
Well, I'm excited because we have a Nobel Peace Prize winner,
Yes.
a Fulbright scholar, poet
Yes.
laureate,
Absolutely.
someone who can give us really, really factual information about news, science, and what else are people talking about these days? News, science, and people.
Sexual health.
Thank you.
Let's
That's
bring
what we're looking
on our
for.
special guest. He is an actor, a host, a viral TikTok sound maker. It's Johnny
Sibley.
Hello.
Also spelled Sibilly.
Okay. Well, don't do all that.
I did it. How are you, Johnny?
I'm good. I'm so happy someone finally gave me my flowers for how smart I am.
Yeah. Fulbright scholar. Incredible.
Come on, educated.
No, we recently were like having conversations about things that we think about. You know, we are just like two loud people who have a podcast, that's what you do. You just talk, and people
You
are
just
like,
have opinions.
"Why didn't you do research on that? That information is incorrect. Why? This is irresponsible of you."
But it's
to have
also
a hot
the
take?
information. The information isn't something that's going to like ruin someone's life. It's literally like us being like, people's buttholes aren't self-lubricating, and they're all like, "You don't know this science."
Yeah.
Wait, but
People
do you know that?
People love a little. Did you know? I'm like, no, I didn't, clearly.
So what have you been up to?
Did you know?
Did you know? What have you been up to? How have you been?
Well, I'm fully vaccinated and I'm ready to take on the world.
Honey.
Are you in LA?
I am, yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, things are finally opening up. Are you excited?
Yep, my legs are opening up. Everyone's opening up.
Well, no, it's a hot time for you right now, Johnny, because you are on I want to call it a hit show, but I think that's because of the marketing is good and I like all the actors in it and I've watched it and it's great.
I binged it. It's so good.
Is it a hit yet? Who knows? I sure hope it is. But you're on the show Hacks on HBO.
I am, yeah.
You play.
No, go ahead.
No, you go. You're the guest.
No, I would say, listen, if you say it's a hit, it's a hit.
It's a hit,
I mean,
mama.
I can hear it from 2
hit.
people, 3 people. If you think it's a hit, it's a hit.
If Scott Storch produced it, it's a hit. What was that music producer's name?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Didn't
you
he
play
date Brooke Hogan, that music producer?
He did, and he also produced Paris Hilton's album, which was, great.
Oh my God, Stars Are Blind is still a bop. It's still a bop. Wait, but remember
Still
Brooke
about-
Hogan
It was
had
just in an Oscar-winning film.
A Star
see
Is
that?
Born. Yeah, they sing that at the final scene, and Willem sings it.
What
No.
are you talking about?
A Star Is Born. They sing Stars Are Blind. Did you remember Brooke Hogan's single?
Yeah, I forget how it goes, but that was a moment in time.
It truly was a moment. What
Every
a good
blonde
time.
girl in the world was like, I'm gonna do music.
Do you think that like girls at home cut the waistband or like the belt loop band off their jeans? Remember when low-rise jeans were like so big, but like, could you DIY that?
I bet you could, but you'd really have to trust that zipper. Because, it
right,
couldn't
'cause
be
you
a
cut the
zipper that
button
would
off.
slide. You'd cut the button off.
Because some zippers,
I
they lock, right?
Yes, some zippers do, but I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do
still
that
have-
now with my gym shorts. If they're a little tight, I just cut the ends to let it breathe a little. You know?
Put that little V on the sides. Nobody can tell.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, so
a little
back
extra
to
room
Hacks.
for some twerking. So back to Hacks. You play Wilson, the water cop, which I thought was a very funny role. So far, you've only been in one episode. Are you slated to come back? Can you say?
I am.
You've
slated
seen the
to come
previews,
back.
girl. She's around in a bathrobe. We've all seen the footage.
I didn't see that preview.
There's a little
I
sleepover,
know
some
who
action.
I know who it is, and I say good for you, or
Yeah, you
Wilson.
gotta
Good
tune
for
in
the
this
character.
week. This week, there's a little more situation happening,
Mm.
and weeks after that, yeah, it's gonna get into some stuff.
I was talking to a friend of mine about the show, and I was like, I love the show because it sometimes when you watch a show and you're like, I know what that person's dealing with because I've had trouble making my rent. I know what that person's dealing with because they're struggling to like get their career going. I know what that but like there's something I always find interesting about watching people like deal with life's problems when they're so rich they could buy anything that they wanted, but they still somehow like create problems because I think it's like it becomes a complex character. And so we get the like wealth porn that we get on like the fucking Kardashians and like whatever else, but then there's like a layered interesting thing behind it because in the episode that we first meet your character, it's like she's literally filling her pond up with I never knew that that's a service that you can do and that gets on her private jet or like calls a helicopter. You're just like, that's an insane life to live, but you still have problems.
No, and it's funny because it's like you still have your problems. You're just a little comfier with them. You know, you could sleep on a nice mattress, but you're still miserable. You know?
Right.
What was it like working with Jean Smart? I mean, she's like such an icon and a legend, and I've loved her because I used to watch Designing Women all the time.
Oh my God.
So seeing she's having like such a real moment right now, what was it like?
Jean is an icon that like, she just doesn't like to be she's just, I think someone called her a legend. She's like, oh gosh. Like, she's just that, she's so sweet. She's the kindest woman, but she also gets her work done. Like on set, she is the most professional. And if she doesn't like something, she'll be like, no, I don't like that. And I'm just like, whoa, work. Because on set, especially being new, like especially being newer to the industry in a capacity where you feel like you are welcome at the table. You're still always a little bit like, do I belong here? And then
Right.
seeing like someone like Jean just really be like, no, I don't think that's a great idea. I'm like, I love that so much. Like, she's inspiring in that way. Not only is she inspiring in how she like comports herself on set, but just I remember there was one scene that you'll see in a couple episodes, but I just remember watching her and like living for her acting. But I was like, oh shit, I'm in this scene. Like I have to.
Wow.
But she's just that kind of actress you just watch. Like I remember we did a table read and I read the script before, and you know, as an actor you like read the lines the way you think they're supposed to be read. And then Jean Smart comes on and reads it in a way that you're like, holy shit. The way that she just made that her own, it's like I really am not that good. You know, like she's so effortless and so sweet and so kind. I love her so much.
I remember watching Watchmen, and she like there were certain things. Obviously, she like her character was such a badass, you know, like ahead of the story the whole time, like knew what was going on. But then there are certain things as an actor where you're like, you probably could have done the like, I've been around the block, I'm such an icon, I'm going to say no to that, or I'm not going to do this thing, or I'm not going to like be in this scene. When she pulled out that big blue dildo, and you were like, oh, she's ready to do it. Like she's ready to do what the story calls for, which is like, that makes an even more iconic actor who is like not about the like, I've been doing this forever and I'm the star, but is about the, what do we need to do to tell the best story? And I feel like that's like everyone on the show.
Yeah, she's a true professional, true actress. Like, you know, you're like you said, there's plenty of actors out there that are like, no, that's, you know, I'm done doing stuff like that.
Right.
But if it works for the story, Jean's all about it. And you know, Jean also is she's also like no to certain things, you know, like she just knows what works for the story. I mean, she's been doing it for so long and has had so many roles that have been so good. You know, she's an Emmy winner. Like if Jean Smart wants to or doesn't want to do something, everyone needs to pay attention because she knows it's not even the longevity, it's the quality of work, you know?
Yeah. That's so incredible. Wait, I have a question. Is that all filmed in Vegas? Did you have to go to Vegas for all of that?
Some of it is filmed in Vegas, but a lot of it was filmed here in LA.
Oh,
I don't think that's like a crazy.
No, it isn't, Meatball. You're acting like they filmed. Like I feel like the only show that ever really filmed in the location was Portlandia. Because the only people who were not actors on that, or the only people who were actors were Fred and Carrie, and everyone else was like from Portland.
I just thought it would be cheaper to go to Vegas to shoot it, and there is that scene when they're on the bus and stuff. And y'all shot this during COVID, so I
think had we not had to shoot during COVID, it probably would have been a good idea to go and film on location, but. Because there was already so many protocols and so much money expended on doing all the COVID stuff, like that COVID stuff is expensive.
Oh, hell yeah.
To test every single
Vegas,
person.
They're not doing that. And so
I'm
sure
I was wondering.
The production company was like, well, we'll lose our insurance if we go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to work with Megan Stalter? I know none of y'all scenes are together.
Did you say have to?
Yeah, it's a chore, you know?
No, stop.
I'm just kidding. I love her.
No, we didn't have any scenes together, but there was one day where we were on set because you know sometimes they do like a B camera and they'll film something else while they're filming some other scenes just to like get stuff done. But I remember seeing her from far away, like it was the first time we'd met, but we'd done like an interview or something before together, and we were just like, hey. But since then, we've all like we have a group chat that we like gas each other up every day and like. You know, it does really feel like a family. Like, it's really, really sweet.
It's just like a hot, pretty, young, talented... Well, not even young. It's like everyone. Like
everyone's just so goddamn sexy.
I feel like people who haven't even seen the show are talking about the show because of the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, the cast is so great. And that really, like, that's something that has to go back to the creators, like Paul, Lucia, and Jen... like who've all worked in great things before and have put like really good people in shit before. Like there was this movie that Lucia did that she directed called Rough Night. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Scarlett Johansson, Alana, like all the people in that cast felt so like great together, and like I don't know, they really do take their time. They're meticulous in who they want to bring on, and you can really tell even on set everyone's attitude and everyone's like kindness toward each other. I feel like it's a top-down thing. Where I've worked on productions before where people don't really like each other, but they show up and they're
Was
like,
that Pose?
you-
Speaking of bringing together a lot of characters, who on Pose was fighting?
Girl, they killed you off. Why don't you tell us?
You were there for a long time.
You're like,
And
yeah,
then
no
they
more
killed you.
loyalty. You're dead. No, I mean, I feel like no. When I was on Pose, everyone was super kind and professional, and I love Billy Porter so much. Billy cracked me up on set. Like, I remember the first day I was there, I was so nervous because Billy Porter was like, like icon. And he's like, you're cute. I had no saying what you would look like, but you're cute, so we're good.
And for people listening, you played Pray Tell's boyfriend, Billy Porter's character.
And then you died of AIDS.
Yeah, I did. And it's so
That
funny
was
because
emotional.
Oh my God, it was so sad. Fuck.
It's so funny, like, now being on Hacks and people actually get to see what I actually look like, because in Pose, like, I was, I had all the death makeup, and it was like, people are always like, oh, that was you? I was like, oh, thank God they didn't recognize. I mean, great, big ups to the hair and makeup department, but yeah, at least now they get to see the real thing.
Wait,
well,
and so
thing,
how did you... So Pose is like
was like the first huge thing.
But these two shows are both like big shows in the world. Like, do you have like a long history of like trotting the boards of being an actor, or was this something you came to a little bit later and you were like, oh, cute, let me get these TV roles?
Oh no, I'm not like a lot of these bitches that come up in the industry just like, oh, I guess I'll do this. No, Miss Thing, I was doing this since I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
How did it start?
It's funny. I was telling this story to Paul and Jen and Lucia because they were writers and they were on Broad City and stuff like that. But back when I lived in New York, many years ago, I started off as an extra, like many actors do, doing Law and Order and Smash. You remember that show, Smash?
I remember
Smash.
Smash.
Let me be your star. Come on.
Yeah, I was, person in the background, number 538. So
you were a drag queen on Law and Order SVU on the Chicago crossover episode. I specifically
and what's funny about
that?
I was living in Bushwick at the time, and I really thought it was the role to have. So I got my girlfriend Trace Lissette. I don't know if you know who Trace is.
Trace.
But Trace got me up in drags in Bushwick, put me on the train, and said, "Go, daughter."
Not put you on the train. Oh, you knew you needed that work, honey. You couldn't even take a cab up in drag. She said, go on the train. Were you wearing the shoes, or you have the shoes in the back?
No, it's so funny.
Catch the shoes, baby.
Catch the shoes.
I was in drag, but I was in my hat and my hood. I was giving, incognito drag queen.
Right.
Okay.
So, but then when I got to the church where whatever the holding cell was for the extras, that's when I, put on all the... But I was really impressed because a lot of the girls were working girls in the city, like actual drag queens that had shows every week. And they're like, where do you perform? I was like, oh my God. I don't actually...
You're like, soon enough.
This isn't... No. This is not my dream.
Wait, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly. Shop. Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Okay, we're back. Wait, now I want to talk a little bit more about Trace because Trace is, speaking of icon and legend status, I had like the wonderful brief encounter with her because I know Peppermint, and I was recording music like 2 or 3 years ago, and Peppermint was in town, and I had this whole, for my album, I wanted to do little interludes, very much like the Waterfalls, or I'm very much like Crazy Sexy Cool, and do little interludes throughout. And so I was like, Pep came over to record something, and we recorded a skit or two, and I went and I picked her up,
a little
and
skit.
She was with Trace, and she was like, oh, this is my friend Trace, come on, hop in the car. And she just got in the car, and I was like holding the wheel, and I was like, hello, nice to meet you, completely starstruck. Had no idea. And she like sat in on our recording session, and she was like, Yeah, I'm tossing around the idea about maybe making some music. And she just released this song and you directed the music video with her for
Yeah.
Self-Made Bitch.
Self-made bitch. That's right. If there is a self-made bitch, that is her. She's my, I call her my best friend, my sister, and my mother. Because she is all those things. But there's so much that Trace has in her arsenal that like I feel like a lot of people don't see. Like, and I feel like a lot of people don't give Trace the credit that she deserves. Like, Trace is a ballroom girl. She has pounded the pavement. She has been through the ringer, and but yeah, she's great. I love her so much. And she's always been very, like, we met in acting class. We used to have an acting class in New York where it was me, Trace, Laverne, Jamie Clayton from Sense8 and the L Word. Like, we were all in the same class. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
And this was like, Laverne had just joined Orange is the New Black. So this was before anything popped off for anybody.
Right.
Wow.
So it was crazy just to see the kind of work that they, like, I know so much of what Laverne and Jamie and Trace and so many people in that class can do, more so than what they've been able to do on screen so far.
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you ever feel like you're kind of typecast or kind of held back? You haven't gotten to show your full range?
I feel like that is, I do a lot of like skits online and like,
Julissa.
Yeah, throw on wigs. But that actually came from going into auditions for, the pool boy or the sexy Latino, which at the end of the day is not me. Like, and acting isn't about you, but I'm such a goober. I don't know, like, if I could be, because there are men out there that are just that.
Yeah.
And that's fierce. That's fine. And that's all we need you to be, baby. But like,
and apparently our listeners are very upset when we have them on the show because they can't
they
talk.
do not like attractive people here.
There was get someone with some personality on the show.
Yeah.
How dare you at home?
Like, I'm just all about welcoming people for what they bring to the table.
Right,
and not
exactly.
needing more from.
Listen,
when we started expecting more from hot people, we got in a real pickle. A real pickle. You hear me, like? So I don't know. Yeah, there are some times where I feel like I've been typecast, but I also feel like taking my, like, as Jennifer Lewis says, taking my career into my own hands.
Honey.
I like just started putting on wigs and being who I wanted to be, and then built a little bit of a following off that. So when I walk into rooms now for auditions, they know that I can do different things, and that's why they, there will always be the Latino. That's just the cross we have to bear at this point until we get to like open it up a little more. But even like on Hacks, like, they let me play in ways that I'd never been able to before in other roles. So, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
But yeah. I think that's such like, it's an evolution, right? Like, so actors used to be, walk around with my physical headshot. You couldn't get an audition unless you had an agent. You had to go to all these open calls. You had to do this thing, not to mention all the other awful bullshit, like the Harvey Weinstein stuff, like all of that.
Also, it used to be like you had to be in an acting class. Like the teachers of the acting class would like pump you up and stuff. And I was like, how is this a sustainable thing? Yeah, like it was all a setup.
And now you can go that route, sure, but now it's literally a legitimate question to talk about, like, so what's your social media about? And it's like, if you're an actor and you don't have social media and you haven't created some skits online with your funny characters and you don't have like some sort of brand partnership deal or you don't do this, they look at you sideways. They're like, well, are you actually trying to be in this industry? And, I think that is completely fascinating because it's the double-edged sword, because they want you to build up your own thing. But then once you join their team, you can't really have that voice anymore because they want to turn it into what they want to turn it into. That's really fascinating.
Sometimes you read contracts and you're like, oh, excuse me, I'm not giving you that. Like, there's just so many things they do. They want, because back in the day, the industry used to be like, they wanted to make stars. They wanted to they used to use the stupid stories that didn't really happen, where it's like, I saw her at a bank and I discovered her and blah, 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 blah.
And now it's I saw his OnlyFans and I thought, might as well get that on some cameras.
Exactly.
Wait. Isn't that story about Courtney Cox that she got pulled on stage at a Bruce Springsteen concert?
Yes.
But it
yeah.
was actually she had been cast and placed in the front row, and it was for the video. So she was actually cast as an actor and a model, and not just a random person who got her big break.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful girl right in the front by herself.
Who is like ready to smile and dance and engage and like knows everything and is camera ready, honey. Not sweaty, not too drunk, doesn't have an extra purse on her bag, isn't like calling to her friend to like take a photo with the disposable camera. Like she's fully engaged and in the moment. You have no purse? You're at a concert, you have no purse? That's a gig. You got cast, you have a green room, you have a dressing room.
Nothing in those pockets. Now, I have a question about one of your roles in a show called Deuces.
Uh-huh.
What was that like? And was your dick out?
I love Deuces sounds like, first of all,
was it Deuce?
The Deuce. But like I love Deuces because that's
it was the Deuce.
These are the spin-offs. I'm all about it. The Deuce was that was like a 2-3 liner, and that was the first time, like, I guess that was the first step into, like, it was HBO, James Franco was directing.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to be completely naked, having sex with a woman in front of not only like 20 extras but then 20 crew.
Was that uncomfortable, or were you just kind of like, this is what I'm gonna do today?
It was a little bit of both. Like, it was uncomfortable. The lead up was uncomfortable. But when I was there, and the girl was like, I felt more bad for the girl because she didn't even have a name in the script. You know? And like, and what's great though is that we were there, and she was so sweet. And two, they gave her a name midway through filming it. They're like, you know what, we're going to give you a line, or we're going to give you a thing. And Maggie Gyllenhaal was on, because she was in that scene. And she was so sweet because she came up to us. She's like, is everything okay? Like, are you all comfortable? Which was great because she didn't have to do that. She was just, acting in the scene. But I remember there was one take where James Franco came back to me and he's like, it's looking a little metronome to me. And I was like, oh, okay, so you want me to put some swerve on it?
Oh! And then he said, and then come back to my office when we're done here.
He was like, can teach me about swerve.
Yeah, and I think his girlfriend was visiting the set that day. I forgot. She was another famous person. I just can't remember her name. She's like one of those brunette white girls. Could be anyone, really.
Emmy Ross.
No, I would have recognized Emmy. No shade to whoever the girl was.
So we were talking about how people use Instagram as kind of like a trading card or a headshot now, but you've also just gone fully viral on TikTok with your little voguing moment. What? Can you explain TikTok to me and then how that happened?
And the sound, because what's gone viral is your sound.
The sound, yeah. Yeah, well, it's funny because I watch TikTok, as, some of us do.
Yes, we do.
I mostly watch and say to myself, wow, I wish I could do that. And also, wow, like, I wish this was around like 5 years ago because I would have been so much more into it than I am now. But I just remember seeing this little queen dancing his heart out, and I was just like, I'm gonna duet this and like hype him up. And I was just like, get it. I'm like watching and like really living for the dancing because he was killing it. And
talk about swerve.
Right. He was definitely swerving. But I remember I like recorded that in October, and then all of a sudden in January, like I think the first big person to use it was like was it Tia or Tamara?
Okay, one of the sisters.
It was a Maori.
It was Tia Maori. And because that's the one people like. I mean, that's what I heard. I didn't know, because that's what someone told me. I'm like,
sure. She's not the one married to a Republican.
The one that we like.
One of them is working and the other one is not. That's all I know.
So she did it, and then all of a sudden I just start seeing these like pop up, and like all of a sudden straight people are doing it. There's like, it's like one of my girlfriends getting ready to go out for the night, and it's like, hit it, get it. When my husband's doing the dishes, get it. I'm like, oh my God. And then, everyone's just using it. And I was like, I think there was like I read a lot of the comments that were like, I thought this was a real song. And then this is going to be embarrassing for me to admit, but I Google my name sometimes just to make sure everything's
Who doesn't?
kosher.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, girls, if you're on here and you think you're not Googling your name,
You
what are
better
you
be.
doing?
You need to know everything that's coming up.
You need to Google your name so you can remember the still images on the internet from that show, Douce.
The deuces.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
The deuces.
Well,
Okay,
so when
you
I
Google
Googled my
yourself.
name, everything that was coming up was Johnny Sibley hit it. Johnny Sibley TikTok. Johnny Sibley TikTok song. Johnny Sibley get it. I was like, first of all, none of my acting credits can be worth caring about. But everyone was trying to, so I was like, this would be so fun if it was a song. And then like a month or two later, these DJs reached out called Mood Shift. And they're like, we turned it into a song. We'd love to partner with you to push it out. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, so then like we put it out in it like a day or two. It goes to number 12 on the dance charts on iTunes. I was like, what is going on? Am I a Rue girl? Well, no, because they don't break the top 10 or the top 20, but just kidding. Trixie does.
Uh-huh.
They're going to drag me for that.
Oh, they're going to come get you. Well, listen, don't worry. None of the Rue girls listen to this podcast. So we're
Right. And they all know they make their music for the music videos, which is just a fancy and expensive way to get club bookings. They all know that.
You see, and that I can't afford. So hats off to the girls.
But you
know.
made one just looking into your phone,
Yeah.
right?
Free of charge.
Free of charge, honey. Boom, 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 boom. Ow.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like I didn't. People are like, did you know it was gonna blow up? I'm like, first of all, anything that's ever blown up of mine, unless it was like my bowels, I've never understood that.
Well, okay, so something else that people may know you from, which I actually didn't know it was you, and I'm like, fingers crossed it is you. There's also a very viral video of you like voguing in front of protesters, correct?
Oh,
Sipping an
yeah,
iced
yeah.
coffee. Meatball,
Sipping
do you
an
remember
iced
this
coffee.
from a few years ago? Like green tank top, black basketball shorts, sipping like a milky iced coffee, doing like a little bit of voguing, and then setting the coffee
remember.
down. That's Johnny.
Oh! I saw that in the outline and I was like, are we sure about that? I had to
Because
go back and watch it.
you just look a little different. Less
look a
facial
little-
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Younger, baby face.
It's just less facial hair.
ago.
But that was everywhere.
Listen, post took a lot out of you. Now, yeah, that was super popular. So how are you like continuing keeping up with like the whole internet thing while also being like a real actor? How do you find balance?
I don't know. I think it's just I feel like ever since I was a little kid, like I was not the little kid that used to go out and play with people, because when I did, I would get called a faggot. I was like, see, this is why I don't come outside. So I was like always online, and I was like an AOL girl down. Like, so I have always been kind of like, the internet has been kind of my community, my place to like express myself. So it kind of feels weird. Like I did have a conversation after I did Pose with a friend of mine who was like, so you can stop doing the internet stuff now because now you're a serious actor. I'm like, what? I'm like, I never did. First of all, I never did it because I wanted, notoriety. I did it because I really felt like I needed to express myself in a way that felt like I didn't have to ask someone else's permission.
Mm-hmm.
So even though now I'm working and it's really great, the internet is still always a place where it feels like this is me direct. Like I don't have to, filter it through a producer or a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and those are nice too, because it's really great when other people are working for you, or not for you, but like with you.
No, say it. Say for you. Say it.
When you have like a team, but it's also nice to just get online and like dance or be ridiculous, and because that's part of who I am too. And I'll probably never not do that unless it's affecting the bag, but.
It doesn't seem to
Right.
be affecting the bag. You just got that TurboTax sponsorship from Miss Julissa.
Oh, yes. It's tax time.
It's tax time, baby. Now, did you do your taxes? They were due a couple days ago.
It's funny. I didn't, but I will use whatever. I will use whatever I make from TurboTax to do my taxes. that was my rationale.
Yeah, I got it. You said, well, now I'm making money by procrastinating.
I know. My mom's like, you need to do that. I'm like, well, the president didn't. So
oops. Let them.
Sorry, not the president. The old,
that
old white
president.
Man. Who shall not be named.
Very, very that. Wait, so did you grow up in New York? Or you moved to New York?
I moved to New York. I grew up mostly in Miami, and then I moved to New York, and that's, I feel like I really grew there.
What is your take on New York? Because I lived in Brooklyn for like 3-ish years. Meatball spent how long did you live in New York? 5-6 years?
6 years.
Yeah. So we both have spent a little time there, but like, what is your take on New York versus LA?
Ooh, it's like they're so different, but like the people are very similar. Let me not say that.
Oh, girl, you are
I'll
certified.
get dragged up and down the street.
You're like, this is my thesis statement. Actually, not at all.
No, New York is. I feel like New York. I always say this as an artist. It's an inspiring place, and it lets you like really think outside the box in terms of your creativity and art. Whereas LA is a place where you can actually make that art happen. Because New York is oppressively expensive, and it's oppressive in a lot of ways.
Right.
And I always say, like, New York feels like the center of the universe until you're not there anymore. Like, when I moved to LA, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. New York is New York. And I was like, once I got over that Stockholm syndrome of, like, that's like that ex that would, beat my ass, but I'd be like, but he loves me. That was my relationship with New York. Mm-hmm. Whereas LA is like, yeah, she's a little dumb, but she's so pretty. Like,
But it's also like, once you leave New York, you're like, why is everyone stressed out yelling at each other on that island over there? Like, honestly.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, I'm getting an iced Americano because I'm a Virgo. It's just like...
But
that's the difference.
The other thing that I find, when I first moved to LA, I was enraged every time I needed service at a restaurant, at a coffee shop. Like,
here.
I'm used to it now, but I've realized, like, the big thing for me is, like, in New York, just getting done what needs to get done before you even do anything else is like baseline being alive in New York. Like, you got to leave the house. You got to like yell at someone about not getting a parking ticket, move your car to the other side of the thing, go to the train, fill up your car, go to the bodega, get breakfast. You're like, you haven't even started your day yet. You've done 1,000 things. And in LA, it's like, it could be 2:00. You will have gotten a coffee and taken a walk. And you're like,
everything starts so late here too. I remember being in New York and everything being like 8 a.m. You got to be there 10 minutes early. And here it's like, we'll meet at 12-ish. Come on by at like 3.
I mean, even doing this with you guys, this is like
this is
what
your
I'm
thing
doing
for the
with
day?
my day, and like. And like I'll tell people like earnestly, they're like, so are you busy? I'm like, ooh, I have a podcast at like 11, so whereas and it's crazy. Where it's crazy that my like I've like conditioned myself to be okay with that. Whereas in New York, it was like if I wasn't doing 30 things by 8 a.m., like you were saying, I felt like a failure of a human being.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like I remember the first year I was able to live off of like my acting and like, the internet stuff. I felt like the most horrible person in the world. I'm like, I am not doing enough. Like but also I was like in New York, I was a waiter. I was an extra. I did roles. Like I was always doing stuff and like beating the shit out of myself. Yeah. So I've kind of come to the place where I'm like, I've done some work. I really beat the pavement, and now I'm just gonna enjoy my meditation room that I don't have, but
Well, any room could be a meditation room.
Yeah,
true.
But it's true. You would like work a 6-hour shift somewhere, and then be like, oh, it's 11:30, so let's go out till 4 a.m. You're like, what?
Oh,
so
yeah.
true.
Oh, I missed
Everyone's
it.
like, where are we going? I'm like, to bed.
Right, exactly. And I feel that way even after working for 4 or 5 hours in front of my computer. I'm like, and now, to bed. Like right over there. I'm not going
to bed, and then TikTok for 2 hours until I fall asleep.
Until I whenever I look at the app, I always receive the message from the young man who's going, "Stop! You've been scrolling too long." I've never looked at TikTok
I
without
blocked
getting
him.
that message. You blocked
I
him?
blocked him. I don't need to see that. And you know what else I don't need to see? That girl that fucked up her bathroom. Have you seen that one?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my gosh,
that one
yes.
is too much.
And it keeps coming up, and I was like, I blocked it, and everyone's duetting it. I don't know. We don't need to talk about her.
I
She's a
feel
mess.
like
Let's get her
TikTok-
on the pod.
TikTok is what Quibi wanted to be. Do you know? Do you remember Quibi?
Work.
Good. Don't say
Oh,
that.
no.
Don't say that word here. Quibi did me dirty, and she knows it. Now we can talk about it now because they don't exist, but I won't. I'm above that.
No, Quibi's on fucking Roku now. You can go watch the old shit they spent
Oh,
$1
that's
billion
great.
Isn't it Roku-tan?
making.
No,
Well, who?
What?
I thought it was called Roku-tan.
You know who else has a
I
channel
think
on
Deuces
Roku?
might be on there.
You-
Where? Who?
You know who else has a channel on Roku?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, fuck
All right,
them too.
Let's
Okay.
take a break and we'll be back. Okay, we are back, and
We're
here's
back.
a question.
You
Oh,
live
wait.
in New York. Have you ever seen Wicked?
I have, yeah.
Thoughts? Ooh, not a good start.
It's I think it feels like a ride at Disney at this point. Like everyone's just no shade to the performers. I know this was probably your big break, but girl, it is cycle 600 at this point, and it's like it just feels like everyone's running through the motions. So
Doesn't it feel like it's time for like a revival? Like to change it up, maybe mix up the set, get some new costumes, change the story up a little bit.
100% modernize it a little bit, which is hilarious because it is the modern version of it, but it feels dated already.
Yeah.
It's like watching the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. It's like you just do it because it's there.
Is it
Or
kind
Cats. Well, Cats is gone now.
Is it kind of steampunk Wicked with all the gears?
Yeah,
Or some
with all
of
the gears and stuff, which makes sense, but it's also
Yeah.
like maybe it's time to refresh it. Like you could just
Yeah.
update the costumes, you could just update the look of it a little bit.
You think
and
the
I'd
movie
down.
will be updated, refreshed?
I don't know, but I heard that Amanda Seyfried said, I would like to be Glinda, and Anna Kendrick was like, I would like to be Elphaba, and I said, I don't need to see either of those people singing those songs.
Well, we love older people playing younger people.
Yeah,
I mean,
get some 20-year-olds, and Elphaba should be black. There, I said it.
Yes. She should.
All right.
we need her. Yeah.
So you host Logo Live, which
I
is
see a little
on
logo in the back behind you, product placement.
Instagram TV or Instagram Live.
Yeah.
What is Logo at this point?
Logo is a queer space for queer people.
And by space, you mean channel?
Is it a
No.
TV channel? Is it a
TV?
network?
It
What
should-
is
I
it?
don't think I think it's only online now.
But what does that mean? It's a website? It's an app?
It's a website. They have social media platforms. It is I really do feel like it is a place that used to be on TV that is now more digital, that might make a resurgence if we put our views behind it.
Okay, work. So you're going for season 2. I got you. But the thing is, Logo has such massive name recognition. If you say Logo to like any queer person ever, they're like, oh, the gay TV channel or whatever. Like, so I do feel like it should have that resurgence somehow, but it just keeps feeling like, where is it at? To me, the most exciting thing happening on Logo is you. And obviously
Logo,
the Golden Girls. Obviously the Golden Girls reruns, of course, but also you.
Well, I think that's the thing also, like with queer media in general. It's like I feel like it came out at a time where it was like, let's try this little experiment out. But I also feel like queer people throughout the times have not really been super supportive, and to a certain extent are still not super supportive of one another. So it's very hard to get, because like you go on you see ABC and they've got ABC Family, ABC Spark, ABC everything, and then Viacom has like MTV, VH1, Logo. Drag Race was like Rue said in her infamous tweet that she was still keeping the lights on over at Logo.
Right.
moved over to VH1, which obviously is a smart business move, but it really puts Logo in a place where it's like we have to keep trying to reinvent the wheel so that we could stay afloat. And I really do, like, I work with a lot of people at Logo that have worked there for years, and I just want to see them do well. So I hope that, you know, any of my participation or anyone else can help elevate them so that we can get Logo, this old network at this point that, you know, house things
that.
like the A-list and, like, you know,
The
5 days of one girl. Like,
what was that mess guy's name? That messy one? Austin?
Austin something.
Speaking of, have you seen Mike Ruiz's body?
Oh, still banging.
Not even still banging, more banging than it ever was. I mean, he's chiseled out of stone these days.
Oh my god. Oh baby. Whew. If you do, let me know.
Yeah, that's wild. No, I would love. I feel like a Logo resurgence is so necessary, but I feel like it needs to be like a reinvention into a streaming place because that it's so clear that people want like a home for curated something that isn't just a TV channel. I think it would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's start the pitch meeting now. And
Team
then, Johnny,
Logo.
you can go over there and tell them that these two fags with a podcast who are awful.
Awful.
Wanna help.
Horrible.
Just absolutely awful. No, we're going to bring up our next segment, which is our favorite segment.
Which is our only segment.
Well, no, we did the interview segment and the intro. It's called Fuck Talk!
Fuck Talk!
Now's when you get the chance, well, we all get the chance to tell a fun or uncomfortable sex story that happened in our past. Most of mine are about when I lived in New York and was having sex with anybody I ever met. Dippers are usually about sucking old men's dicks. And we just want to know, like, are you dating? What are you looking for?
Yeah, you said legs wide open for the summer.
Have you had any interesting hookups during the quarantine?
Not since the pandemic, unfortunately. I mean, I've had sex, but they weren't interesting stories. No shade to all you guys. It was great.
Not all you guys.
All you guys.
Wow.
All 50 of you at the same time. No, that would be fun. But
do you have any
I will say for so long a lot of queer people can like identify with this, but for so long I was like so not cool with being sex positive because I was like told like if you're a slut, whereas now I'm like, baby, I'm not gonna be in my deathbed wishing I had sucked more dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you've already done it once on Pose.
Out.
You know, you gotta. You don't want to live that.
Oh my god! When I remember going out after Pose and people would see me like, she's alive. Like, oh my gosh. So I have like one silly story from when I was younger. I was like hooking up with this guy in the bathtub, and like I'm not really into shower sex. Like it feels a little too clean for me. I love a fresh smell, like freshly showered, but like the water feels a little dry. Anyway, he thought he was first of all, I'm 5'8", and he was 5'7", and he said, he actually didn't say it. He was about to pick me up, and I said, okay, hold on now. I don't know if
that's dangerous.
You can carry me. And he was, trying to assert himself in that way. And he picked me up, and I swear to you, we fell right out the shower. He slipped back, and he held onto me, and he smacked his head on the on the tile in the bathroom, and I thought he was gonna die. I really did.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, and when someone hits something so hard that you're like, oh, they're dead.
Yes.
Like
when the
he didn't pass out, but I was like, he's gonna go home and fall asleep, and I'll have to be like, oh, it was wild.
I can't believe he would have the nerve to try to pick you up in the shower.
In a shower while it's running, it's like all wet. I can
barely keep myself standing up in the shower. It's so slippery.
Right. I'm getting to the age where I have to start putting down those little, those mats with the suction cups.
Yes, I know them very well. What are you talking about? Getting to the age. We stay safe in this house.
Oh, I'm putting in a bar.
Precaution.
Yeah, is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe you do like
Miss
sour
Johnny.
sex more than No, I always I feel like I'm gonna drown in the shower. Okay, it's like because
I hate getting water up my nose. And
Right.
when you huck yucking on a dick, it's going up your nose.
So true.
huck yucking on a dick. I feel like shower sex only makes sense if you like avert the stream, and then you just feel like you're
Right.
wasting water. Girl, we have to be eco warriors out here on this
That's
planet.
Watch out for the water cops.
Watch out for the water cops. Wow, Wilson.
Hey.
Wow. Watch out for the water
That's
cops.
what we call product placement.
Honey, she said, watch out for the water cops. Watch out for the water cops. I remember. Okay, how about hot tub sex?
I've done that before, but I didn't the water, like you said, is dry. It's like when you try to like jerk someone off underwater, you're just tugging at skin.
Like in the film Showgirls, when they fuck
my
in the
God.
pool.
She's
I
really
guess it's different because vaginas do self-lubricate. So there's probably something else that isn't just water. But we all remember being kids, jerking off in the shower and being like, oh, this hurts, just like you said, Meatball.
Yeah.
Or then, like, if you were me, using conditioner and then your pee-pee starts to burn because you didn't understand that.
What kind of conditioner are you using?
The burning kind.
Okay, tea tree.
It's a fragrance.
The tea tree tingle from Trader Joe's. And then...
Oh my God.
No.
Sounds like my worst nightmare.
And then, but like that sort of friction underwater, I feel like doesn't really work. And I've been like making out and sort of like getting hot and heavy in a hot tub, and then it's like, well, so this happened when I was in New Mexico visiting my family. I ended up going over into like a neighbor's house.
It's always when you're visiting the family.
That's never the right.
Majority of my stories
why are you
are
always the horniest when you're at home?
because
you know
that's when
It's
you
so
can't
weird.
do shit. You can't open your Twitter or anything because you're around people. And
You know what? I have a theory about that.
Okay.
Especially for gay people. It's because when you're around family, it brings you back to the first times where you were able to experience sexual situations.
Yes.
So it like automatically turns you on and that's why I say people love like secret sex and like things that they're not supposed to get into, because that's how a lot of us experience sex for the first time.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
Because we do it in ways that we're not right. So it's like we act a fool when we go home for Christmas because it reminds us of being young, queer, and
You on the app just
Nasty.
bloop, bloop. You 2 doors down? Oh, I remember you. You're my friend's dad.
No, that's your story, Meatball. And he
Yes,
wasn't
it
your friend's
is.
dad. He was your band teacher, right?
No, he was my friend's dad. I never hooked up with a band teacher. That was a guest. I was never
That
in
was a
band.
guest.
I loved myself. I was a theater kid.
But no, so I remember hooking up with this guy and like then him being like, oh, well, suck my dick. And I'm like, okay, but it's underwater in a hot tub. That's like not only hot, but the jets and and you're underwater. I'm like, that's not gonna feel any different than you just dick being underwater. And then he sat up on the edge.
as one does, yeah.
And then he started
the
to
move.
shiver because it was cold out, which is why we were in the hot tub. And my
my
body
gosh.
is under the water. And I'm like, we need to dry off and go in the house.
You need
Right.
to keep it warm with that
Well,
mouth.
that's the thing. The hot tub to me always feels like a nice foreplay moment, but it's not the whole vibe. Like I remember the first time I was ever in a hot tub in that kind of capacity. It was like 2 other guys. I was young because I remember calling out of my job because I wanted to stay. It was like a long night.
Okay.
And I feel like when you're younger, you can really stay up for when the sun comes up and not feel like a disgusting
Yes.
monster. And we were in that hot tub. We were getting our lives, and I remember calling out. I was like calling out sick so I could go back and touch penises under the water, but it really wasn't a full vibe there. I felt like we had to get out, dry off, and then move it to the bedroom, which we did. But yeah, it's a wild time.
A wild time.
Oh,
Well,
wild.
listen, Johnny.
Thank you so much for coming by. This has been
Thank
so
you.
fun. Illuminating.
Yeah.
I love that.
Where
Anytime.
can people? Okay, so we can tell you people can see you on Hacks, which this episode comes out on Friday. So there are 2. If you haven't watched, there are 2 new episodes out this week. Right? They're doing 2x2.
Yep, 2x2.
Also, you can catch Johnny on Logo Live. Do you do that on your channel as well, or just through the logo channel?
Just through logo, yeah.
But you have had some amazing fun guests on there. You have great conversations. And when do those happen?
So we're back the first week of June.
Word.
Through June 17th,
Pride
every Tuesday and Thursday. That's right. Pride Month, we have some fun guests coming
We
on.
love the gays.
And then your Instagram is...
Just my name.
Johnny Sibilly. Did I do it right?
You sure
That was
did.
perfect.
Thank you.
You sure did.
I
listen,
learned this week that I can't read. Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email to sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call with a fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. Or you can follow us on Instagram at Big Dipper Jelly and Spiciest Meatball, or I'm Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday.
Hey.
Goodbye. Doodle-doo-doo forever dog. To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free and 1 day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Music, editing, and sound design by William Pitt.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.